Hi loves, I'm back with another video. Today I went ahead and I filmed my makeup as I was getting ready to go out with the girls. It's a very neutral, warm look. I think I'm gonna name this like night out, summer night out, or something like that. I'm not for sure what I'm gonna name it, but I did try to smoke out with a little bit of black and I didn't like it. So I kind of cleaned it up and then just kept it very, natural with a little warmth around the eyes and a matte lip. I love how it looks on its own. If you guys, don't like the whole matte thing, you can just put a little bit of like a nice glowy nude gloss right in the middle just to give it a little, pop, not all over, the whole lip. Today I used the Amrezy palette by Anastasia, and I will be doing a full review for you guys on the palette with swatches so you guys can see, the colors that are in it. I did apply 2 of the colors on my eyes today. So at least right now you guys get to see how those colors blend into the eyes, if they're good, if they're creamy, if they're blendable and all that. But I think I will post the review for that palette probably 2 or 3 days after this video. So pretty much a simple glowy face with a little bit of warmth around the eyes, nothing too crazy, but I think I did tweak a couple things here and there. So if you guys want to see how I created this, summer night out, something like that, we'll see what we name it. Look, then just keep on watching. I'm starting with my City Color Primer, and I'm going to go ahead and take the Makeup Geek, I believe it's the cheek highlighting brush. It's a little stipple brush. I just, for some reason, grabbed this and I went ahead and I just blended this into my whole face. After that, I am taking a Chanel foundation along with the illuminating liquid that I have. It's the Soleil Tan de Chanel. I want a little bit of illumination on my face, so I'm blending those two together, and I'm going to be buffing it in with the Real Technique. I believe it's the Expert Face Brush. Don't forget, all the items I use are always listed down below. Next, I'm taking this Revlon Whipped Foundation. I'm taking very little of this just to lock in my makeup. This foundation is a 24-hour wear foundation, so it's going to help that other foundation stay on my face a lot longer, and when it oxidizes, it just gives you such a flawless look. Next, I'm just taking my MAC, I believe, Soft Ochre Eye Primer, and I'm just going to buff this from the lid all the way up to the brow bone, and you guys can see that my brows are already done. Next, I'm taking Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie with a big fluffy brush. Sorry that it's blurry there, but I'm going to be blending this into the crease around the brow bone area, and as you guys can see, I'm not being careful about it or neat. It's just kind of a little sloppy because we're just trying to put a transition color so that all the other colors we're applying are going to blend in perfectly as usual. So just blend little circles and then little wiper motions back and forth, little circle, circle. You guys know the drill. Next, I'm taking my Amrezy by Anastasia palette, and I'm taking the color Morocco, and I am going to be blending this in right into the crease. I think this is like a little flat, what's it called, blending brush. I'm going to be building this in a second here. You guys will see it's a little more intense. Just take your time and build it to your liking. I'm not bringing it in all the way to the inner corners. You guys can see I'm going from the outer a little past the middle there, and obviously the color looks a little more intense there. Then I'm just going to be patting that inner corner V part right there. I'm going to be applying some, shaping that V, kind of flicking it towards the middle of the lid, but I'm not bringing it in all the way into the inner corner, if you guys see what I mean. So there we have a little bit of warmth, and the lighting actually does wash this out. So it is a little more brighter than what the camera is showing. That's the only bad thing about my walls. It washes everything out. Next, I'm taking this Makeup Geek pigment in the color Sweet Dreams, and I'm going to be patting this on with a small little concealer brush, and I'm going from the inner corner of the eye up to the middle and right where the crease meets, as you guys can see. And if you guys want to make this a little more intense, you guys can add a little MAC Fix Plus as well. So just tap this on. guys can get a quick look of what the eyes look like so far. Next, I'm taking a small dome brush and I'm just going to be blending in the crease. I'm not buffing it out or, you know, trying to tug it out or anything. I was just kind of blending it out so that there's no harsh lines from the pigment up to the, you know, crease area. Taking a Q-tip here, I'm just wiping out the outer part of the eye and cleaning up any pigment that might have fallen out. You guys have seen this a million times, but I'm going to conceal. This is the Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer mixed with a little bit of MAC Pro Longwear, and I just mix these two together because I feel like MAC Pro Longwear by itself is a little too cakey, so the Rimmel Wake Me Up kind of helps blend it all in. So of course I'm just going to go ahead and pat this with my eye, and then I'm going to be taking my beauty blender and we're going to be blending this in nice and smoothly. Now for the contour, I am taking my, oh god, I think this is the Chocolate Soleil, I can't recall, Too Faced, along with this brush here by Sedona Lace, and I'm just going to lightly contour my cheeks and then I'm going to stipple it out. You guys know the drill on this part too. Yay for my favorite highlighter. This is the Gerard Cosmetic BB Cream Illuminating Amazing Highlighter. I'm going to be building this. You have to be very careful not to apply too much at once. So I'm going to be using my fingers, then I'm going to be taking a brush here in a second, but I apply that on the cheekbones, on my nose, like at the bridge of my nose, and then I apply it right on my Cupid's bow. So like I said, build this slowly because it is very intense. This is my, oh my god, holy grail, best highlighter in the whole wide world. And I do have a discount code in case you guys have not purchased this already. So I did have a little bit left, so what I did is I applied this on my collarbone, like all over, you know, my chest area right there. I'm going to apply it on my shoulders there, like whatever that area is called, because it just makes everything pop. I've actually put this like on my legs with a little bit of lotion and they look so stunning. Next, I'm taking my Guava Matte by City Color and I'm going to be applying this on the apples of my cheek, blending it back, and then I'm going to be topping it off with another brush here after we stipple through it. Next, I'm taking Romance by Makeup Geek. This is supposed to be that dupe for the NARS Orgasm, I believe. So I'm applying this just on the apples of the cheek and then just kind of flicking it back as usual. You guys can see that highlight. Oh my god, you guys, absolutely love it. I'm obsessed. I've got issues when it comes to highlighting. So go ahead and stipple those two together. Just taking my MAC Soft and Gentle with this super small little fan brush here, I'm going to lightly dust this on the cheekbones. I don't want to use a bigger fan brush because I already have that intense highlight underneath. Might not be showing too much on camera, but in person, holy moly. So I'm just going to apply this on the cheekbones, on the bridge of my nose, and then of course in my Cupid's bow. And oh my god, you guys, I am in love with this combo of these two highlighters. After that, I'm going to go back in with Morocco and I'm going to be using a small pencil brush and I'm going to just put that right underneath the waterline. You guys can intensify this as much as you want, but remember, we're just going with a little warm color today, so you guys can see the difference there. I'm going to go ahead and take the color Vanilla and I'm going to be applying this to my brow bone. It doesn't really show here on camera, of course, because of my lighting and walls, boo, but you guys can definitely see it in person. And as you guys can see here, the eyes are already warm and glowy because at the end of the video I do notice that it did wash out, and sadly when I was editing it I noticed it. I'm so sorry guys. I will fix this eventually. So I just went ahead and I used my Urban Decay setting spray, and now for tons of lashes. And then of course I'm going to go ahead and set my T-zone area because that's the one that usually gets a little oily, and that was just the Rimmel Stay Matte in, I think, Transparent. After I finish that off, I'm just taking a black eyeliner. This is the Urban Decay and I believe in the color 0, and I'm just going to line my waterline. Next, taking my NYX in the color Nude, I'm just going to define my skinny little lips, and I'm actually going to be filling them in with the same color. And you guys can go ahead and apply a gloss over it if this is too matte for you. That actually completes the look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I know that the colors are washed out, but it will get better soon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later.